Hello, StarCraft fans. We are here with the first day of the round of 4 of the Superstar League, and it's going to be a banger. We've got Soulkey facing off versus Snow, a rematch from last season, and once again joining me, we've got Eonzerg.
Hello, Nyoken. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here. Glad to see Soulkey against Snow one more time. Last season, it was really good, and this season is probably going to be even better. So I'm really high for this one.
Yeah, even though I don't even play Protoss or Zerg, this is my most anticipated matchup. Been really looking forward to seeing this. I think last season Soulkey won 4-2, right? But I could see a world where Snow could have the reverse. I think he could also win 4-2. But I've seen a lot of comments saying how Snow he's not in the best of shape like he was a few months ago, especially versus Terran. But Soulkey, I mean, he's still crushing it, man. I think it's still likely that he's going to three-peat here, but I mean, this is a killer round of 4. Snow versus Soulkey first, and then we've got Rain versus Sharp. The second matchup is also highly anticipated for me. This could be the first time we see Sharp in the finals all the way since season 1, which would be crazy.
Yeah, Nyoken, call me crazy about the Snow shape, but the guy is like back to back in the semis. That to me is like it's a big statement, by the way. Um, because like we actually always like criticize this player for being super inconsistent offline, but after like putting a back to back to the semis, I don't really have any complaint about him. Really, I just like expecting him to take the that step further and close it and go to the finals. Honestly.
Yeah, it does look like he's gotten over whatever the issue was where he couldn't really perform that well offline, but now with the back-to-back, like you said, he's looking as good as he's ever been. We're looking at the most recent games for both of the players. Snow's stats, he was what, 8-1, 8-2 or something versus Terrans. We're looking at him or Soulkey. I don't know why they have the graphic of, did he only play Terrans to get here? Beating C and Rush and
Yeah, I think
okay.
so.
Wow, I guess I didn't realize that he had only played Terrans. I guess it makes sense because we had 8 of them in the round of 16 and 12 in the round of 24. This is what I was talking about last season. It was 4-2. You really thought Snow might be able to take it down after he started up 2-0, but it was 4 in a row after that. Probably game of that match was Blitz Y. That was a crazy game. And I really thought Snow might be able to take it there too.
Yeah, I think like if actually Snow took that one, that was probably a series. But because he actually losing the probably the most favored PPC map ever, and in a game in a position that he was like supposed to win. Yeah, I can see how he actually after that game, he just like he just fell off. Like he wasn't able to recover from that.
Well, we're looking at the predictions. Actually, 7 out of the 12 pro predictions say that Snow's going to win. I mean, that's pretty freaking close, right? It's as close as it can really get. And I will say, I do like that the predictions are mostly like 4-2 and 4-3. I think that's the most accurate. I really do not think we're going to see a 4-0. That would be shocking. You can see that the fans, though, really favor Soulkey almost 70% to just 30%.
And I can have news to you, bro.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Honestly, I saved this for the ASL cast. Okay,
Okay.
I actually play against Soulkey Protoss on ladder.
Oh, yeah?
I actually gave Soulkey some ideas about how to build Protoss. I'm just saying, Nyoken, if you see something crazy today, you're probably thinking, wow, Eon, that was you. You helped him.
Yeah. We'll be looking for it. If you spot anything, man, you got to mention it.
We'll see, man. We will see because I play some crazy stuff on Mainstrail. Like I'm pretty sure like Soulkey is like, wow, maybe I need to try this.
Minstrel is a super weird map, right? It doesn't seem like it's a great Zerg map in general. So maybe he'll definitely take some of the stuff that you showed him.
Yeah, man. Just like I I even on Dominator, I gave him some really good strat, and maybe it's a good try for him. I don't know, Nyoken. I played him 2 games. He destroyed me on one. I paid him back. I showed him a lesson about how to beat Protoss. We will see.
Okay. Well, I think I remember from the map order, what was it? Minstrel first, then Monty Hall second. So there's, if he did pull a strategy out of the Eonzerg playbook, we'll see it right from the get go.
Yeah, for sure. Let's say I feel like Soulkey actually picked a Monty Hall. I feel like Zeri is actually destroying Protoss on that map, Nyoken. To my surprise, by the way. Zeri players are just like demolishing Protoss players on Monty Hall.
And why do you think that is? Like, okay, when you say demolishing, I don't watch a lot of pro games, admittedly, especially not Zerg versus Protoss. What strategies are killing him? Is it mass muta, Hydra timings?
It's so weird because they just like they go muta play, but they just like spend everywhere, and then Protoss is just stuck. Like most of the time they open with a one base tech, right? So to get a fast courser, and then they did proceed to spend. But then Ser also open these lanes, and they just punish Protoss with Serlings. It's crazy. It's just like it doesn't even feel like Protoss have a choice to do on the map. I don't really know if the play style is wrong or what, because to me it's pretty simple, to be honest. Like just like go expansion, go Nexus, go Stargate, transition to River, just like and take more bases. But it's like they just trying to play this like super fast courser timings, and they just like end up losing to Muta Scorch, or even like Muta Link, or it's always like something crazy now. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like it's not really, there is no structure at all. It's just like madness.
Well, I'll be looking forward to the build order then, especially since we're definitely going to get Monty Hall because it's an early pick. So, I mean, you mentioned like Protoss should just go for a Nexus, and a quick Nexus, probably with cannons, right? But is the problem the fact that there's,
Not
three
even
different
cannons now you
lanes?
can, because
No
like
cannons?
not that fast, because like like there are 3 lanes. If you're unlucky enough that you go the same lane that your opponent, yeah, maybe that is annoying. But if you actually do you have like a clean lane that there is no aggression early on, you can skip the defense early on. You don't really need to rush for cannons.
Okay, and also like the distance is really far, right? Like if you were to take the top lane or the bottom lane, right? You got to go all the way. Let's talk about the bottom lane. You got to go all the way to the bottom, to the left, and then back up. So it's an even farther rush distance than normal rush distances. So
Yeah, it's an insane distance, by the way.
yeah,
You need to like get yeah, it's a lot of terrain to run. But yeah, I don't know if it is because, well, these maps they've been playing this for a while now, like months of practice. So the Protoss players, the programmers, they know better than me. I just don't understand sadly why we going to like a super fast like one base tech, and just like getting in a situation that you are like just going to be defending all game long and probably stuck on almost one base sometimes. It's just very weird.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe they got owned so many times going for a fast Nexus that it's just not viable there for whatever reason. Because like you said, the rush distance is quite far. They also have to get lucky that they find you first or find the correct lane. So it makes sense that fast expanding would probably be best, but maybe there's some other intricacy to it where it just can't be held. I have no idea.
Yeah, even like now I'm not playing Money Hole anymore, but in the beginning I just like was playing games, and Protoss players they just like were playing one base. Like you will think like, okay, this is insane. Why is this guy playing like one base Nyoken, I even saw a player doing a citadel on two gateways on one base. I was like, well, why are you playing this on this map? It's almost an island map,
Yeah.
but it's so weird.
Well, what about any of the other maps? We know that you like Dominator, and like, what do you think about? Well, we know you hate Kickback, at least facing
Yeah.
Mech on Kickback. But what
No, I'm
about versus
Protoss.
Protoss on Mech?
I have everything about Kickback. Like, this is probably one of the worst maps I've seen in my entire life. I'm not even kidding. Like, that is a horrible map. We like for next season. I hope there is nothing close to that. It's funny because when we saw Kickback for the first time, it was like, oh, it's almost like a blockchain remake, or like it looks like a blockchain, but then it's like more like Colosseum remake, but with different mechanics and stuff. But yeah, it's just like a terrible map overall. You need to spend like crazy. If you're a star player, you probably do you need to secure like a secondary main 100%, because like you're going to get run out of resources pretty quick. Your bases, they are going to be very low on gas and minerals pretty quick. So in that sense, it's really annoying because I feel like Protoss, they really decide what's happening in the matchup in that map. If they just defend well, if they just like take the three bases and go for a timing, it's very hard to stop.
I think the concept of kickback is actually pretty good with the lower minerals, lower gas. Not necessarily the minerals and gas or the two bases in the main, but that's why I had mentioned in a previous cast that I hope they bring that concept back, but on a different map. Like imagine that it's on Polypoid, just as an example. It will force Terran players in particular to actually expand. Like they can't just sit there for 20 minutes because they're just going to run out of money so fast. So I do think the idea is cool, and I hope they try it again, just on a different layout.
Yeah, indeed, I totally agree with that. I feel like the layout as well is really like that entrance, the way the expansions are like done is also terrible for mechanics. We are using F cameras here, and we only have like F2, F3, and F4. We don't have F1. So for this map to work, we actually need one extra camera to be like a, I don't know. It's a very annoying map, like mechanic wise as well.
Mm. Yeah, the mains sometimes also, certain areas are pretty big, but sometimes when I'm like building my depots at the top side, if I was spawning at the top, I end up getting into this predicament. It's like, well, I need to build a depot, but if I build a depot here, I'm going to block my ramp to my expansion. So it's also kind of small in that sense.
Yeah. Also, like, so defending is very annoying when you go to one expansion to other expansion with this like with the tiny ramps. It's really difficult overall to 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 use your army. Like the mobility is a bit difficult as well.
Hmm. Well, it does
Do you
give us a
experience that at all?
um yeah, sometimes my stuff will like be slow to get up there. I've also had people do like drops, like Zerg in particular. They'll do like a drop and then they'll morph lurker eggs on my ramp and I can't even get up. Do you know what I mean?
You, you know what happened to me? Like it's probably like, just unlucky, but there was one game I was defending, and then for some reason one drone just stopped in the mid of the ramp and just blocked my units forever. I didn't even realize. I was like, my god, bro, where are my units? And I was like defending a huge Protoss attack. I was like, man, where are my units? I have nothing to defend this. And then I look at my base and all my units are stuck in one of the expansions. I'm like, oh my god, I bring all these units. And the Protoss player was probably so surprised, like, wow, this is a lot of units. but yeah, it was actually so funny.
So you had a Jadong moment, man.
Yeah,
Everything's stuck on the ramp.
more foreigners, man, coming today. SSL now.
Yeah, I saw a couple of them. One of them on their honeymoon to Korea. What a way to celebrate that by going to.
That is insane.
That is crazy.
That is actually insane, Nyoken. Yeah, honeymoon to Korea. And you're watching StarCraft in the meantime. You
That's,
probably didn't see that coming when
yeah.
when you start to play this game.
Yeah, the only ones that saw that coming was Artosis for sure.
Oh man, it's so funny. I read somewhere that now Artosis is the creator of the name of krrrzzz. Like he actually invented that. He's the creator of that.
He definitely did not create that. I don't know. I don't know if he's memeing with that, but he definitely did not create that. There's no way that he
Apparently,
did.
apparently he's the first person
No,
to ever call that crazy
no, there's no way.
30 years ago.
I find that extremely hard to believe. I would have to listen to his story on how that happened. We're getting a look at the maps, as I mentioned, Minstrel and Monty Hall. Then we've got my least favorite map actually, which is Pantheon. Then Kickback, then Dominator, and then I guess surprisingly, all the standard maps are at the bottom side. Look how Dominator, Deja Vu, and Radion are maps 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, it's very interesting that Soulkey pick keep back. By the way, very interesting, Nyoken. Even more when, if you think about it, you sent me a terrible game the other day that put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Uh, after watching that, I'm really curious why he picked keep back, Nyoken.
Yeah, that Soulkey Snow game on Kickback that I sent you from their Pro League match. It was one of the weirdest games. I'm watching Snow do a 2-gate that gets immediately scouted on one base, does no damage, and then he somehow still wins the game. I mean, it was super close. Like the battles in the near the end of the game were incredibly close. And in fact, I was watching the game with Rhett and I was saying like, okay, so and so's dead. Nope, so and so's dead. And then all of a sudden you see Snow wins. It's like, wait, what? How did that happen?
I mean, just Soulkey like throw all the hydras and lurkers and everything at the Protoss wall and just like die to storms. And I mean, he break that, but the losses were massive, and he just like he never recovered from that.
This graph is showing the results of both players over time. You can see Snow made got second place twice in season 5 and season 8, then kind of stumbled quite far, kind of bounced around round of 16 and round of 8 and round of 24. Then you see he's made it back into the round of 4 last season, and now already back into the round of 4 here, looking to get it into the finals once again. We're looking at it says he's the number 1 Protoss? Is that what it says? Something like that. Oh, I guess, yeah. Number 1, highest Protoss results. You can see in season 1 that Shuttle won. Then Snow got second place in season 8. Then season 12, we know Mini won, and Mini got second place in season 16. Is that really all the Protoss results? Is there's only been 2 winners? They've only made it to the finals 4 times?
No, there is Shuttle, there is Mini, there is Rain. Uh, uh,
Yeah, Rain
what?
made it into in season 13. I'm like, there's no way there's only 4 times Protoss made it into the finals.
No, there are more than 4 times because Mini at least made it like 3 times, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I looked up the graphic on Liquipedia. Rain made it twice, Mini made it like 3 or 4 times. So, okay, I don't know exactly what that graphic said then, but Snow's some part of that graphic, and we are looking at the last time that they've played. So of course last season was the most recent, pretty close, 4-2. Then Soulkey beat him in season 15 in the round of 16. Soulkey beat him in season 11 in the wild card. Soulkey beat him again in season 10 in the round of 24. And then I guess season 7 Snow finally got a victory versus Soulkey there. So overall, I mean, this is a dominating score, 9-3. I mean, that's a 75% win rate for Soulkey.
Yeah, it's pretty high. Dude, I think I even remember the snow game that he won against Soulkey in the SSL. If I'm not mistaken, it was on A of the Storm. Do you remember that map?
I remember that map, yeah.
And like Soulkey played this style that Ser used to play, taking two mains, and he built so many sunkens, and just like playing mass mutas, and like so many rivers, and I'm talking Nyoken about like so many sunkens, like I'm talking like 15 sunkens at your natural, like a crazy amount of sunkens.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing Soulkey won, right?
No, he lose the game.
Dang. How did he lose? Because you said this guy's going mass Reaver. I mean, Snow must have gone Corsair Reaver only.
Yeah, he break all of the sunkens with rivers.
Right. Well, I hope we do get to see Corsair Reaver at one point because, you know, we rarely get to see it. We've got the Reaver expert here. This would be the time to pull it out. Maybe we can see it on Monty Hall. Maybe one base Corsair Reaver to open, then slowly take your bases. That would be cool. I don't think that's going to be viable, but I would love to see something like that.
I would love to see the old strategy that Protoss used, like Citadel and Reaver at the same time. That was a good one.
Well, our players are ready, so let's get into game one, which is going to be Minstrel. Okay, so in the top left, we do have Snow. And in the bottom right, we've got Soulkey.
Yeah. This is a hard map, man, to move your army. It's always so difficult to, to go from one point to the other. You need to be careful because one mistake and all of a sudden your army is trapped behind minerals, and there is no way to really to recover from that. It's too late to fix the mistake.
Yeah, that's the reason I vetoed this map. I'm just like, no, it's already hard enough for me to manage my own army. I don't need to deal with these minerals that are going to mess them up. By the way, the map data is 0-0, so this is our first Zerg versus Protoss on this map. We do have what seems to be a normal opener. Early pylon at the natural, of course. Looks like he's going to avoid the Overlord, try and block this hatch. Oh, it's a 9 hatch? No, it's not.
It's scouting. Or maybe like, okay, he's going to a hatch in a different location than his natural.
Hey, look at this. Locks the ramp. Doesn't know that there's already a drone out there. Okay, well, he's pulling a lot for this. So this already, if I was Snow here, I'd be worried what this actually is. I think he saw the second drone come down. But regardless, this is Nexus first. Or no, it's not. It's Forge. Okay.
Interesting. Interesting he took that expansion, by the way.
Yeah, and by the way, that drone's not mining, so that needs to be fixed. But I wonder what Snow is thinking. This guy pulled off 2 drones. I mean, that's extremely weird. There's no hatch yet. You know, he may be thinking, like, did this guy actually hatch in his main? Shouldn't there have been lings out by now?
By the way, can this be 3 hatches before pool?
It looks like it is. Because there's still no spawning pool, man.
14 drones! He's on 14 drones!
I think that it is going to be hatch in the main. Or, okay, so now it really looks like this was a pool first. But still, Snow must be questioning, like, where are your lings? Why are there still no lings?
You guys, the Snow is scouting now.
Yeah, he knows. He knows it's too weird that this drone is still on the ramp. So now he knows that there's definitely another hatchery on the map, and it makes sense to go top right because I feel like top right is probably the most safe base to take, right? Like the one that he took initially is really weird.
That is not scouting.
Yeah,
what
that's
is
gateway.
That?
That's gonna be gates.
But that distance?
Well, what else can it be? It can't be cannon. There's no way he's cannoning here. He doesn't have gas.
No. He's going gateways for sure, but the distance is so far.
Yeah, this is really weird. And I do want to point out that the Overlord stopped right there. He never went into the main. So he doesn't know that this guy, is going for some crazy shenanigans. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen this, where it's a normal opener with delayed proxy gates.
Okay, he's going more hatcheries, by the way, before gas. Probably 4 hatcheries before gas.
Well, isn't this like exactly what you want? You're gonna have so much larva, you're gonna have so many lings. Is it really just one gateway? I don't see how one gateway works. Like 2, I could get behind that, but just 1?
I feel like Snow. He actually didn't prepare this build.
Yeah,
because like one gateway doesn't really do too much.
I think what he's hoping for is, Zergs, they underbuild. Well, they build enough lings to just barely hold. But if he can build even just 1 or 2 additional zealots, like let's say Snow moves out with like 3 zealots, right? How many lings do you need to kill that? Like 10 to feel probably safe? If that 3 zealots turns into 5 and Zerg doesn't know about it, then all of a sudden Zerg's in big time trouble.
Is that Zero bugging? The Zero he made on the top gateway?
I don't know. I think that's a probe up there.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so see, he's sending 3 now, and you can see that the ling count is, 10. But this 10 is going to not be able to win versus 5 zealots. Okay, so, well, hopefully he doesn't get stuck behind the minerals. Yeah, there he goes. He fixes that. No, one of them got stuck. This is what we were talking about.
I saw this before. Okay. Well, but it's 4 hatcheries, so Soulkey has many larvas to defend this.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really too concerned about this. But he is going to be surprised. Like, wait a minute, didn't I see 3? Am I blind? Here comes the 5th one. And now he's got a pull. And there's no Sunken here to help. There's no SimCity. Drones are not great. The Zealot control is really good, by the way. This is really good micro. But good micro with the lings at the back to try and, save some of them. But there's still so many zealots here.
Yeah, it's taking Soulkey a bit of time to defend this. But he has so much larva still. I don't think he's dying to this.
Oh no, I mean, he's doing a lot of damage here. He's forced out so many lings. He's also spotted the Hydra Den, so he knows that it's a no-lair Hydra play. But it is true that there is still a ton of larva here. But I love the setup of the zealots. Like, they're getting really good connections onto the lings. The surface area for the lings are not great.
But he has hydras already, so don't even need to waste Zerlings. Okay, nice.
I got speed also, so those hydras are going to be super annoying. But 2 more zealots at the natural. He's still just sending a man. He's doing a lot of disruption here. Snow does have his Corsairs starting to come out also, but I don't know how many he's going to really build now that he knows that it's a Hydra play. Is this 6 hatch already? No, it's just 5.
5 hatcheries.
Well, he needs more cannons than that, I think. But Soulkey saw the angle of the zealots coming in, so I'm sure he'll move over to top right pretty soon and clear out that gateway, or maybe not, as he's sending everything towards the natural.
Do you think Soulkey is going for a bust? I thought it would be a fake, like a fake pressure or something like that.
I think he's just going to transition out of this. I mean, why not? He's already got so much production. He's got his 3 bases already set up. I feel like he doesn't need to all in this. And if you look at and if you look at the supply, I mean, look at this. He's basically up in supply. Yeah, he is up supply.
And range is done, so he can even like snipe this forge. He's forcing so many cannons, and the problem is that Soulkey, like you said early on, he's on 5 hatcheries. Like usually you are in a 3 hatchery situation, transitioning to make more hatcheries. Like here Soulkey is so like in a big advantage, man. Like he can make so many units.
He actually does just go for it. Okay, the lings are not in the front, but
it doesn't. The cannons.
Yeah, he canceled cannons. I didn't notice that, but he's definitely dead here because it's rallied Hydras. Well,
He thought Soulkey was transitioning.
he thought so, but it's just so much larva for Soulkey, and he's just going to turn this into an all-in, and it's going to win him the game. Unless there's a DT at top right that runs in there and kills every drone, this game's over.
Wow. What? Wait, what? I can't believe that game. Wow. How he started, how it ended.
Yeah.
Protoss player that we probably understand it. It's like, yeah, another game. Hydra lose with Hydra won and GG. But wow, there was a lot of technical moves. Like, that was so high level, man.
Yeah, that was definitely not a build order that I was expecting. I really do think that it was a clever move from Snow. I still wish it had been 2-gate and he had kind of all-in it a little harder. But that's
Agree,
being
like 2
Brazil's.
or 3 gate, it was man mass silos. That was probably the game.
Might have been because Soulkey was powering really hard, and those zealots were getting massive value, like really a ton of value. But this counterattack was just way too strong. The Corsair even sees that more Hydras are being built,
You
and I
see, he
guess
canceled the
he did.
cannons.
Yeah, he canceled 2 cannons.
What are we doing?
Why did he cancel this? I mean, uh, speed on his zealots weren't done. It's not like he had Storm.
I think
Okay,
it's because
maybe.
he saw the amount of hatcheries Nyoken.
uh, Yeah. Oh yeah. Did he ever find? No, he did find the third base. Right? We saw him kill an overlord at the third base. So he must have known that there was another hatchery there. Oh, it was weird. That when the Corsair came in a second time at the end, I thought, okay, maybe he saw drones being built, but he didn't even wait to see what came out of the eggs. So a little bit of a misstep there from Snow, and it cost him that game. We still don't know if the 2 cannons would have saved him because it looked like Soulkey still had way too much, but you
Well,
never
two
know.
things about that game. And now I don't really know if it's not prepared for that build because of the gateway position.
Yeah, it didn't look like he had prepared that. It's kind of like an in the moment type of build to do. But we're going into a break and then we'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, we are back. We have Soulkey up 1-0. Now we're going to be going into Monty Hall, which is Soulkey's map pick, by the way. And feel like Snow really needs to win here, because if you're going to start down 2-0 versus Soulkey, I don't know if you can reverse sweep like Soulkey did last season versus Snow.
I mean, why not, Nyoken? Don't be so negative. Everything is possible. Impossible is nothing.
Okay. You think he
You
can
can
do it
tell
in the
it's a
power of
desert
Protoss?
player that is winning and being so so optimistic about the snow. Oh my god.
You believe in the power of Protoss?
Yeah. I do, Nyoken, but this guy Soulkey is incredible. I have to admit I never seen a strategy like what the build that Soulkey did before. I never seen that. I can't believe what actually he pulled that.
So in the bottom right, we've got Snow, and in the top left, we do have Soulkey. And yeah, that strategy was wild. Like I'm sitting here watching like the drone just sit there forever. Like, dude, how long is it gonna sit here? 3 hatch before pull. I actually thought he might have gone 4 hatch because the Overlord saw that it was not a gateway expand. But either way, really crazy build. I'm sure a lot of people will be copying that. On the ladder.
You can copy that, Nyoken. He went to 14 drones before making a pull.
I know,
I mean,
that's
14
crazy.
drones, it's insane.
Didn't you say you played versus Soulkey's Protoss on Minstrel yesterday? Or was it
Yeah,
a
I
different
didn't give him that idea, Nyoken. I did 11 pull into expansion, into lair, into a drop, a Hydra drop, rush, a slow drop.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking like, I don't know if this is an Eonzerg build. This doesn't look like an Eonzerg build to me, but
Let's say Nyoken, I actually play against him, and I did a 4 hatcheries opening. That is true. Maybe that gave him ideas. I don't know.
Maybe. I remember in BSL when we played on Circuit Breakers, you also put a drone on the ramp for a long time, and I had to make a decision: is this guy going 3 hatch or not? I don't know if you remember that or not, but I remember it because I was not expecting
this mid-lane drone?
Yeah, what is this? Is he going for a proxy?
What
This looks like a proxy hatch.
Mid-lane as well.
Is this a proxy hatch?
I know he's going mid-lane as well.
I mean, look at Soulkey's money. This looks like it would be a proxy
He's blocking
hatch.
the special! Are you kidding me? He's blocking the special!
Probe got the first shot off.
Yeah, but he delayed the Nexus.
Yeah, but I don't think that matters because he has the money. I really think that this was going to be like a proxy hatch. Because you see just now, he's sending the drone out to the left side and getting that hatchery down.
Look at us now, like with all the workers like AFK.
Yeah, Snow has to be worried because he's probably like, dude, why did you do this so quickly? Do you have like a 4-pull coming or what is this? Yeah, look at that, he's mining it out ASAP. Oh, by the way, why is that pylon so high up? Is this normal to build cannons here?
To make the wall? No?
Okay, I guess it is. Yeah, I guess with the gate and forge to the left, that looks like a good wall to me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if that is tight, by the way.
Is it?
I'm not really sure.
I mean, there's obviously a gap between the pylon and the gate. I don't know about the forge and the gate, and I don't know about the forge in the cliff on the left.
Okay, Soulkey going to hatcheries build, to hatcheries lair.
I actually like Snow's position quite a lot. I feel like he didn't lose a lot, and I think the drone scout that Soulkey did was like really quick, right? It looked like he's gonna go for like a 9 hatch or something. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong here, but I think that Snow's got a good opener. Gonna mine out those patches and get his natural up and running. Oh, not gonna make it in.
I mean, Snow, like, he's taking out the minerals, like, just wait for that, I guess.
He could, yeah. Okay, it's just cybernetics. I thought that he already had his cybernetics done, but just starting. And look at this, he's mining out the left side also. Oh no, he's not. He's just pushing it through. He wants to figure out what the heck Zerg is doing.
By the way, one of the very first games I see that Protoss is playing like a normal opening. And we will see exactly why they don't do this more often, because Snow, he doesn't have the information of what Soulkey is doing. We don't really know. Look at the Spire. Oh, he's not getting that info. That is unfortunate for Soulkey, I guess.
Yeah, that's why. That's so unlucky. Why build it there?
No idea.
You have the Lings blocking the natural, or the main base, and now he just walks in and he sees that it's a 2-hatch, low eco, Spire. He could go double Stargate now.
Yeah, or 3 Stargates.
Or 3 Stargates.
Yeah, if you are only going mutas, what is stopping you from controlling the air?
Oh,
Okay,
I mean, that's what I would do.
Snow put a worker in that wall, so that minions is not tied with the forge on the different.
He could go. He could kill him now. Oh, the Zealot popped literally in the nick of time. Wow. If he had gone just immediately, he would have gotten in there and killed that cannon. Because the Zealots are on the move to bottom or to top left. And there's the double Stargate.
I'm not really sure why Soulkey is so careless about that bottom lane. It's like it's like he doesn't care about that, and the scouting is coming from there, the silos are coming from there, so weird.
He knows something's up. Oh, look at that! The Lings just barely missed the Zealots.
It's Soulkey Nyoken, he's not missing.
Well, I don't know, man. He's missing it for now, but now the Zealots are going to come in, and Hydrogen, that seems pretty fast for this build. Well, what do you think? What do you make of this? Is this just to go hiders and defend? Is this lurkers?
I think it's lurkers.
Triple Stargate. Look at that.
I think it's lurkers, and I don't know if Snow is doing the best to counter lurkers in this situation.
Well, definitely triple Stargate is not the play versus lurkers. I also think that it's going to be lurkers. You know, he's already had his natural gas up and running for a long time. He knows that the Spire got scouted, so it would make sense for Snow to go, you know, double Stargate. So I think lurker play would be amazing.
Oh no! He lose one Corsair.
Yeah, he did, but I still think it's okay because he has triple Stargate.
Yeah, but it delays his timing attack.
His Corsair timing attack? I mean, I guess that's true. But he's going to be at 8 Corsairs so soon.
By the way, Soulkey doesn't know it's 3 Stargates, right?
Yeah, he never got into the natural to see the additional Stargate there. But there's the few Hydras being built. It is... I think he's building more than just 4 Hydras. This might actually be a Hydra. But it's speed. I'm surprised.
Okay. Snow is making cannons like crazy, by the way.
He's got 2 more coming. He actually needs a few more, I think. He didn't spot the Hydras. There's only 1 cannon right now. Literally just 1. The Mutas can take the shot, and he just lets him walk right in. Is that a Artosis pylon? If he kills the pylon... Okay, no, there's a back pylon, but the probes need to get in here and help save the day.
Oh. There is range, so that is this cannon is
Yeah, it looks like it's over. You can kill everything now. And there's only 1 gate. There's no scouts here. Only Corsairs, so they can't do anything. Zealot pops out. But see a pylon, and that's going to be it, most likely.
He can kill many overlords, but he can make ground units. He needs ground units.
Yeah, he doesn't
Unless
have...
he has a citadel and start making scouts. Like, even that, I mean, GG, man. What?
That was a weird follow-up. I really thought that it was lurkers, but I guess because he kept the Corsairs back, he knew that Protoss wouldn't suspect a Hydra switch, and he just caught Snow completely off guard.
I wonder if he knew it was like more than one Stargate.
I guess he never really confirmed it, but I think he knew that Snow would probably go at least 2 Stargate. The triple Stargate, I don't know. That seemed like a mistake to me. When we saw Sharp pull it out versus Hero last week, I could at least understand that because Race can hit ground. But Corsairs, they don't hit ground, man. That seems like you better be really, really confident that this guy's going to go mass muta. Otherwise, stuff like that can happen.
Honestly, Nyoken, I don't blame him for doing that when a certain player is doing a 2 hatcheries opening, a 2 hatcheries spire opening. The thing is that, like, imagine Nyoken actually there was like 5 cannons ready,
Mm-hmm.
and just like Protoss start like murdering the air, like overlords, mutants, and just delaying you.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you are in a great position. You're not dying to this Hydra attack.
Yeah, I can. Well, it's Monty Hall though. So what happens if Zerg just pulls like all of their drones at their natural and mines out another mineral lane, another lane? Then they can attack the
Like
main,
he's on
can't
3
they?
hatcheries. He's on 3 hatcheries. You are killing all the overlords.
Okay. Well, either way, that was an interesting follow-up for Soulkey, and he's now up 2-0 as we go into Game 3, which is Pantheon. And we do have Snow in the bottom left and Soulkey in the top left.
If you are a Snow, you really need to win this one. You can really you can let Soulkey to go 3 out. Like that's very hard to come back.
Yeah, I don't know what he needs to do. Soulkey has played somewhat greedy. First game Minstrel, obviously that was an insanely greedy opener. This last game, Hatch first, Monty Hall sent out a really fast scout. I don't know, do you go 12 Nexus here? I would like to see that, but I don't know if you want to risk it.
Is it worth the risk?
I think it is. I think you need a win here. So you're either going to get immediately killed off, which is probably not going to be, the biggest tilting loss since, it was just a build order win. And then if they don't go pool first, well, then you've got a massive advantage.
Oh no, he's going to get it.
Gate. All right, so what was it, a 10 gate? I didn't actually see, but there's the overpool.
They are scouting each other very, very fast.
Yep, nice scout from Soulkey to find Snow first. Going the opposite direction than what we're used to. Now the probe will have opportunity to pylon the natural, but instead he just walks into the main and will confirm that this was an overpool.
Yeah, Soulkey probably going to take that top mid expansion.
He's just gonna have so much money, man. Oh, okay, he actually took the top middle and not the middle only. So he's
yeah, for sure. It's better to take the gas expansion.
Okay. And how many lings?
No, you take the mineral only, and you are limiting yourself like quite a bit. Like then you are forced to go Hydras. Like if you go mutas, you are going to be so poor on gas.
Okay, well, it is going to be a 4-ling follow-up. And we'll see what he wants to do with these lings. The first Zealot is out on the map. I think the Overlord spotted it, but I wasn't paying that close of attention. And the Zealot is going to turn around now. Well, I think he's going to turn around now. He's sitting in the middle of the map, man.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's only 4 Cernys, and you can he can deal with the 4 Cernys.
Let's see if he can get into the main. Looks like he's not going to be able to. He's not just yet.
Oh!
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, it's still only 4 Cerny.
Uh-oh.
Never mind, he's making more.
8 lings. Probe is still alive, so he will see this guy is building Morling, so that's a nice scout for Snow.
Yeah, all of a sudden, he may have extra pylon to make more silos, but he doesn't have the resources to make the forge.
That is true. He definitely needs to get it up there. Okay, there we go. I think after seeing, you know, the 8 to 10 lings, he definitely needed to get that up to make sure that he doesn't get ling all end. And now Soulkey has put 3 on gas, so we'll see what he wants to turn this into. Oh, Hydra Den!
What is the scouting worker, Nyoken?
It died. Probe died.
Oh.
I think Snow's in trouble. He has no intel onto what this is. There's so many lings, he's going to keep him back. And he doesn't even have a single cannon.
That's making 1 now. He's going to be on 5 silos soon, so he can like put some pressure at least. And we will see what intel he gets from that.
He needs to move out pretty soon, otherwise these Hydras are just going to hit him and he's going to be completely blindsided. So far he's hesitant to move out. Zerg has not shown speed. I don't think he's going to have speed. But I wonder what Protoss is thinking, because shouldn't you normally have speed at this point when you're facing a gateway expand?
Around 5 minutes?
Yeah, there's still no speed.
Oh, he actually sneaked 1 silo, or Soulkey saw that?
I guess he missed it. So he does sneak 1 out. That is crucial for him. He's going to get in here and I think see the Hydra pop out at the natural. Yep, there we go. He's going to spot it. So he will have a little bit of time to get some cannons up, but not very much. Critically, it's buying him time. You know, the Hydras
this silo just saved him the game, Nyoken. This silo actually saved him from dying.
Immediately 4 or 5 cannons going up. Yep, this literally saved him the game. Otherwise, he may have just outright died. Really good control there. Maximizing the damage onto the drones. Even though he hasn't killed any, he's forced a lot of lost mining time. Can he get a drone kill? The answer is no. But this was really nice.
Man, when you are a Protoss player, it takes forever for these cannons to finish, huh?
Yeah, especially when the Hydras are on the way.
Yeah, Soulkey is going to transition from this, probably making more hatcheries. Oh, wait. I think he just made units every... No. Oh yeah, he took the miner only, so he's taking 4 expansions.
Right, so this is one of the reasons that I am such a big hater of Pantheon is Zerg went from going, you know, not necessarily a Hydra all in, but now he's going to have 4 bases. He's already killed the gateway. He's going to kill the forge. He's going to disrupt the +1 weapon timing. And what is Protoss going to be able to do about it? He only has 5 zealots. He only has 1 Corsair, so he can't, or 2 Corsairs. So he's not really going to be able to kill Overlords. Feels like Zerg, even though this didn't do the damage that he was... Oh, is he going in? That seems ambitious. Oh, he really wants +1, that's why. He wants to make sure that he can get it.
Yep. At least he made a 2nd forge, right? He's making more cannons already.
Yeah, he's got a backup forge in the main. We've got the 5th hatch coming down, and it is actually just continuous Hydras. You know, I saw in StarCastTV Star League someone just continuously make Hydras, and the Protoss made 1 million cannons, and it still didn't matter. So there's still a potential that this could actually work. More Hydras, even at the main.
Yeah, but this time Snow has a 0 timing here. He has 3 Stargates. I'm surprised Soulkey is still making more Hydras, by the way.
I don't know if this is really going to work. There's 8 zealots now, but that game that I was referencing, the guy also had 10 zealots plus like 8 cannons, and the Hydras still killed everything. Okay, finally, there's a drone cycle here. The Corsairs, I think, actually missed it.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not dying to Hydras, Nyoken. I, there is no way.
Well, he better not. I mean, he's seen it coming from a mile away. He's got his 4 gates. He's got his Templar Archive. He's got everything he needs to defend. But Soulkey, now he's starting to power, and this is where it gets worrisome for Protoss. He needs to go do something about it, because Zerg's on 6 hatches now.
Yeah, to say something positive here for us now is that Soulkey +1 attack is delayed, but it's bad news that Soulkey is making that many hatcheries.
That is a 7th hatchery. Oh, insane production. Just need to get some Sunkens up to deal with this Zealot push, but I think the Hydras can do okay versus these Zealots.
They
may even win.
Yeah, I don't think Snow actually saw the amount of Hydras that were outside his base.
He even won the battle. Oh my, this is really bad for Snow now. Look, his supply is even. It's 7 hatch Hydra. With lair, by the way.
Where, what?
With lair. He has a lair too. Not like he's just
no,
regular
and
hatch.
a 4 expansion. I was going to mention that this is so depressing because of the 4 expansion. Like, on 4 bases against 2, and 7 hatcheries, he can even make 2 extra hatcheries if he wants. So he's even making a 2nd evolution chamber. So this is going to be, now Snow forced to be doing a 2 bases all in, pretty much. I don't think he can expand, by the way. If he actually goes for an expansion, I think it's game over for him.
I think so also, which is why you see him going into 9 gate as the follow-up. He's got to build a ton of units. If this game, or if Snow actually survives, I imagine this game has to go late game. Like, just Snow trying to camp forever, because I can't imagine any type of timing working for him. We also saw the Spire on the way for Soulkey with the triple gas, and he knows there's only 2 Corsairs. He's going to have a Muta switch, which will be very powerful. So hopefully those 2 DTs that Snow made are turned into Dark Archons.
No, he has to. 100%. If he doesn't make the Archon, he's just going to lose all the High Templars to Mutas. But look, it's 5 Zealots.
Yeah, there's 5 Zealots. Oh, they turned
Wait,
around.
what? Why?
I don't know. I guess he thought that they would get sandwiched, which they would. But he really needed to get some damage there. Now he's about to get Lurker contained. His Robo is on the way, but it's not done just yet. Okay, DT's on the move. But he never had Overlord pickoffs. Yeah, this DT's going to be immediately denied.
Oh,
I think.
You see it? There is no Overlord speed. Oh, there is Overlord speed. Oh, he loses the 2nd DT, and there is no Dark on Nyoken. And all of a sudden, I feel like now the High Templars are probably going to die to Mutas. If Soulkey makes them.
Lurker Contain is being set up. Just now, Protoss gets +1 weapon. He has only 3 Templars. No Observers just yet. The Lurker Contain is going to be pain. He's taking another base. 8 hatches, 5 base. Hasn't even shown Mutalist yet, but he can go Mutas.
Did I saw it right, or Protoss still doesn't have any upgrade?
He has only +1 weapon. Alright. Protoss is out now. All he can do is expand to bottom middle. He's got to play defensive here. There's no timings anymore. I think the key to victory here is stall, get bottom middle, use high ground to your advantage there, slowly take towards bottom right. I feel like expanding towards Zerg is probably not the most ideal, but I think Soulkey's just going to expand all of top right and just get massive econ.
You are very optimistic. I think he needs to go for the main and just win the game.
Oh, you think he needs to just kill him right now? But how can he kill him when Zerg's up in supply?
Good storms.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. Maybe Snow is thinking the same
Look,
thing.
he's
like
very exposed. He's supposed to... Oh, okay. He does the server, man. Okay.
Well, this high ground can be annoying, but the thing is I don't imagine Soulkey ever trying to fight there. And there's the Mutas. Mutas are going to pick off all of these Templars. There are a lot of Dragoons, but I'm just worried that the supply is so close. You know, if it was 140 to 120 or something, you know, maybe I'm a believer. But 140 to 140 with 8 hatches? I don't know about that. Oh, Templar died. That one's gone. All 3 of them are dead, and now it's Goon Zealot.
This is not looking really good for Snow now. He took his tier expansion. Soulkey is taking almost the whole map. More High Templars are going to die to Mutas. Well, actually he saved it.
Yeah, at least that one's going to be saved, and he does try and expand at the same time. Nexus is probably
Soulkey
not going to be
Nyoken is going for it. He's moving every single unit to that Protoss National. There are not any High Templars, by the way.
Yeah.
So, oh well, there are 2 High Templars, so God pray that the Snow actually hit the biggest storms ever.
Well, Zerg has +1 armor. Okay, that was a huge storm. That's exactly what he needs. He needs another one like that. There's only 1 lurker. Hydras are great, but lurkers are even better. But still, there's just so much Hydras. Oh my god.
He's even attacking the tier expansion.
Yeah, and look at the supply. He's now up 30.
Yeah, I don't... Okay, good storm. Amazing. Oh, could be better.
Yeah, he needed to take this fight on the high ground. Like, there was no way he could win out in the open field, and I think we're moments away from seeing the GG. As the last Templar falls, you can't hold with just Goon Zealot now.
My god, man. What a wrecking ball. This is unstoppable.
Yeah, there's no way this can be stopped. Snow's acting like he can play this game out as he transfers probes, but they're gonna all get melted. By the way, Zerg get 2-1 upgrade, just ridiculous.
I'm gonna start playing. I'm feeling sorry for Snow right now.
This is a massacre.
GG.
Well, so far there has been 0 answer to Soulkey. Snow's been just completely owned from the build orders, whether it was game 1 with the drone on the ramp allowing him to get 3 hatch before pool. The Spire, I guess, being intentionally put over there on Monty Hall to get scouted to force double or triple Stargate. And then this game lost his probe immediately, got hit with a big Hydra attack to get rid of the gate and forge timing, and then massive eco explosion. And now Snow's really on the ropes. I mean, at least it's...
You know, Nyoken, I'm just surprised he decides to fight the Hydras outside his base, seeing that huge number. Like, losing that early timing is so crucial. Do you need to get something from that? Not just like throw it away like that, man.
Yeah, he needed to wait for 1 more cycle of Zealots. What did he have, like 4 gates? With 4 more Zealots there, he would have won the battle, but I guess he misjudged how many Hydras were there, and then, like you said, I mean, it was just a massive snowball. Snow even cut... Well, cut is not the right word, but the probe count is generally what I look for in PvZ, just hovering around 45. Snow is always nailing this, by the way. He had maximum army count at this point in the game, but it just still wasn't enough.
You know what annoys me as well? This is such a crucial timing, and you only using 1 observer to attack. Are you kidding me? Just like by that, you just lose the timing.
Yeah, he even had that observer get picked off at mid left, right? So he couldn't continue the push, which is why I guess he moved over towards the center.
Yeah, it was such a good position, by the way. Like, there was only 1 lurker. Like, imagine all that army, a storm support, and just like lose the observer. That is insane.
Yeah, obviously this engagement was perfect for Soulkey, getting all of the units caught in the middle of the map. That's exactly where you want to catch them, especially when it's just almost pure goon. And now we've got Soulkey on match point here, and it's going to be his map pick. Didn't he pick Kickback? Isn't Kickback the next map?
You know what's funny? I feel like Snow has like the best chance to win on that map.
Yeah, that is true. Protoss always very strong there.
Actually, not true. Like Minstrel also was a good map for Snow.
Well, yeah, other than Minstrel, I think Minstrel for sure is probably the best map out of all of them. But from the remaining ones, it seems like Kickback is most likely the best one to play on. What do you think Snow needs to do to win? Does he need to play like a Nexus first? Does he need to do some type of weird one base?
Thinking about it, the game you sent me was a 2 gateways. I
Yeah.
wonder if it's going to try that again.
I mean,
No,
he
I
did
don't think
win.
so. Yeah, but I think we're going to see like either one gate or like just force expansion. If he actually does 2 gateways Nyoken, that would be insane.
Yeah, the game that I linked to you, I really didn't like the 2 gate. It did almost no damage, but he still won the game. But I think it's mostly because Soulkey was trolling a little bit. I was gonna say I want to see Corsair Reaver, but Corsair Reaver kind of takes a long time to get online. So with a map like Kickback where you're mining out quite quickly, I don't know if that's gonna be your best option. But at least with Corsair Reaver, you have the air. You'll be able to fly over the terrain quite quickly. Maybe you could move between bases fast. I don't know. And also with you being down 3-0, I don't know if now's the time to try and risk it on a Corsair Reaver play.
Yeah, when you are down like that, I actually I wonder what do you do? Like if it was me, I will just like go
Oh,
play aggressive.
look at that jacket, man. You need that right there.
Who is who signs that jacket?
So on the right it said Soulkey. On the left it said Kim. I thought it said Calm on there, but Calm didn't even make it into ASL, so I would find that shocking. So I'm not sure exactly who it is on the left.
It's a nice jacket, Nyoken. I don't think we're getting it, but
Yeah, I don't think so.
one day, one day.
Yeah, one day.
Do you have any ASL jacket, by the way?
Do I? No, I don't
Yeah,
have anything from ASL.
I I have one shirt, not a jacket.
Yeah, next time I go to Korea, I'm gonna need to get one. I didn't get one the first time I went. I only went to a couple matches. Most of the times when I actually went to the studio was for League of Legends stuff. I don't know
Oh, this is
exactly what this.
it's my paper. Pick it, pick it.
What?
My paper was inside with my nick.
What is this? Is this a? Oh, this must be a raffle for the jacket, I guess.
Yeah, he almost picked my nick. My nick. I'm trolling. My nick is not inside the box, guys. Of course it's not. Imagine someone from the public is going to get it.
I guess it's probably just people in the audience right now signed up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. 41. Okay, yeah, it must be like the seat
Yeah.
41. Imagine the guy on his honeymoon wins this. The guy that's married that came over to Korea for this. That would be perfect.
Nah, he will be like, this is the best day of my life.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's 41.
oh, he won it. Okay. Nah, it was almost a foreigner, bro. Look at this. So
That guy in
close.
the behind him said he came all the way from Poland for StarCraft.
Insane. That is pretty nice.
Yeah, people in the chat are mentioning that the crowd is pretty packed. I did actually notice that also. I think last week there was not so many, but you can see that a lot of the seats are filled today. They really want to see Snow versus Soulkey, but I almost called him Snowkey, but Soulkey's
Yeah.
giving Snow a beat down.
Yeah. I mean, that will make sense that it's a Snowkey against Soulkey. This is why it's not even close.
Yeah, this has been a massacre. I really do hope that Snow goes for something wild here to try and get a
You
win
know
so he
what I
can
will
start.
like, to be honest? Like, just something like one gateway opening,
Mhm.
but play aggressive, put pressure, fall back, and then go to two Nexus A gateways. timing attack and spend behind that and just like try to contain Soulkey as much as possible and just oppress him as much as possible and just like kill him slowly, man. I feel like that would be like a very nice approach to
Wait a
deal
minute.
with Soulkey.
You said 1 gate, 4 barracks? Is that what I heard?
No. One gate. Aggressive, like aggressive, and
Okay.
then spend like fall back. What
Fall
I say is
back. Okay.
fall back. Yeah. 4 barracks is
Yeah,
insane.
I was like, what is he talking about?
I'm just mixing Terran and Protoss right now. So you can do that, like Maya that Archon, you know what, Nyoken, like, what if actually just like that's the solution, like actually steal a drone and make some
Yeah,
mutas?
maybe. But we're going into a break, and then we'll be back in a couple minutes. And we are back with potentially the final game of the series because Soulkey is up 3-0. It is going to be kickback, which is Soulkey's pick. And he's looking to close it out here.
I think Nyoken Snow is going to win. I'm going to be that guy.
I hope he does. I want to see more than just a 4-0.
It's either like Snow win or Soulkey just like make an insane contain and never let the Snow leave that base.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. Snow does have good picks or good maps coming up if he can survive here. Dominator next, then Deja Vu, then Radeon.
Yeah, for sure. He just needs one game, Nyoken.
Just needs one game, but the question is Soulkey gonna give him that one game? I don't know, man. Soulkey looks even more fearsome than I remember. I mean, he's really crushing it today. Like, the mind games are crazy. Like, there's been no game where I thought, okay, Snow's got a good counter build. You know, Monty Hall, I thought it was a great counter build. I'm like, wow, 2 Stargate, 3 Stargate versus mass mutas. But then it was only 4 mutas.
I watch Soulkey against Snow like almost every week in Pro Leagues and you know all these games they play, sponsor games. And the games are always so close. Snow like beating Soulkey. I never seen something so clean in my life between these two. Like what I'm seeing today in ASL is this domination. I never seen this, honestly.
Yeah, Soulkey's been crushing it today. And by the way, that graphic, it mentioned that the finals are going to be at 5 p.m. That's exactly what I had said last week. It's going to be 2 hours earlier than usual. So definitely set your alarms for November 2nd, 2 hours earlier. Otherwise, you may miss it, especially if it's going to be a 4-0.
Yeah, later on you will be like, what is the ASL final? Well, SSL final. Well, it already happened, man. When I watch the video.
Yeah, you got to watch the VOD.
We don't really believe in Snow too much because of his offline performance, but this guy has the skills to come back from this.
He definitely does. It just doesn't seem like it's his day, though. That's the problem for me. Is it really just seems like Soulkey's got his number right now, and you know, to be down 3-0 like this is going to be a tall order. But here we go, kickback. We are ready. It's game 4. Soulkey, he is 1 game away from back to back to back finals. And here we go already. Not looking great with the missplit. We've got Snow, and in the bottom left, we've got Soulkey.
Yeah, Nyoken, I was thinking right now, like, if Soulkey wanted to go crazy, maybe he could do like a 9-pull speed.
9-pull speed? Well, I guess he could send drones with it and mine out those patches and potentially have a way into the base.
But he's not doing that, I think.
I mean, it would be a big mind game because I think a lot of players would just expect you to go, you know, 3 hatch or at least 3 bases somewhat quickly.
Someone take me
My
to the hospital
God.
to finish.
Yeah, get that man to the hospital. I already know Artoses and Tases are going to go crazy when they see those signs. Please no double gate.
No, it's 1 gate, Nyoken. There is no space for a 2nd gate.
Okay, thankfully, you were right. And we do have what's going to be hatchery first.
Oh, really? Is 11 hatchery?
Well, I think it is. Yeah, there he goes. And Snow's going to find him last as he goes to top right.
Well, not an ideal start for Snow then. 11 hatchery against 1 gate. It's really good for set actually.
Well, he didn't build additional drones this time. He's going to put down that spawning pool immediately. And, you know, I was going to mention my experience on here, even though I don't play Protoss versus Zerg. I've played a few games where I've gotten rushed by something, and it seems to hit extremely fast, which is why I think you're not seeing any additional drones being built. We do have a center scout, which is interesting. Is he expecting there to be proxy gates?
Yeah, he's scouting for Proxy gates.
Raiden Snow's going to come in here and see that this was a hatch first, and we've got the first zealot on the move. The drone does see it, though, or saw it, but not going to be able to buy any time.
Yeah, I was like, man, he's not checking if it is 2 gateways, but now he's checking.
Yep, now he goes in and sees that it is just 1 gate. And he'll know that this was well, he can suspect that it's a Nexus follow-up. I guess it could be a 1 base with gas.
Oh,
that drone has got to be careful.
Actually, these servers are later than...
Oh, but look at that drill.
Yeah, but this is a lot of mining time dudes, man. 1 drone kill?
Yeah, that was nice. So much lost mining time, and getting the drone is huge. Now his Nexus is going to be coming up. Uh-oh, he mined one of the patches.
There is still not a tier hatchery.
Yeah, no 3rd hatchery and no gas. So Ling Flood, I don't think.
Okay, look at Soulkey drone.
Wait, what? Oh, he's gonna mine it out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's building a battery. Yeah, but there's no speed here. Well, I mean, of course speed doesn't matter to get in, but no way does this win the game. Oh, wow. Snow knows something's up, so that's why he built the battery. He needs to get that drone. Oh, he almost got it, but he does mine out the patch.
Yeah, but it's still a 5 for Snow, I feel like.
Well, there's 4 gaps here. There's pylon, battery gate, or 3 gaps, and the top, which is not just zealot tight. He needs to have double zealot up there. Look at Snow. He's panicking. He knows that this could be a real threat, but he at least knows there's no speed. But Soulkey's continuing to build things, and he gets it. Oh, the battery's so strong, though. Look at that zealot just heal. It is so good, but there's so many Lings in the main now. And then the cannon's completely exposed to Overlord sees there's no zealots there.
Yeah, he's bringing silos back. Oh my god, he's lose 1 silo.
Lost 1. Oh, he's
Wait,
countering.
what?
Oh, he's completely out of position. He's gonna lose the cannon. Dude, no way. At least Soulkey isn't all in here. If Soulkey had Ling all in here, I think Snow would have died. But the fact that there's no more Ling reinforcements, I think Snow should...
That is a lot of workers
never mind. He is losing so many probes. Oh my goodness.
There is like 5 workers left. Are you kidding me? That is probably it.
That is
How do you come back from that?
I mean, I guess I'm blind, but I thought there were only like 5 Lings there, and then next thing I know, everything's dying.
There are workers at the National. Okay, never mind. Oh my god, I thought there was only 5 workers left. Nyoken. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has a little bit more than that, but still, that was insane damage. Snow's gonna counter, and I think it's an okay move because, like I said, he still thinks that there's no speed, but he is in a dire situation. Like, he's just now starting his gas.
I don't like this move. There is one of the silos that is very low on HP, so that is almost like a dead silo.
What else can he do if he just sits there? I feel like he thinks that he took so much crippling damage. You know, it's a map where Zerg double expands easily for free. I think he feels like he has to do something, so that's why he's attacking. But these Lings are just going to eat everything up.
Yeah, but if I was Soulkey now, I would just like go double Hydra then and just like kill him. You just lose all the silos.
Rough situation for Snow. And there it is. The hydrogen's already done, in fact.
Yeah.
He has 1 cannon. He has 0 zealots, man. He could run in here and kill him.
Well, these 2 silos are not going to do too much. Maybe getting information. It will be a W for them, I guess.
Okay, that was a nice block. Only lets a couple of the lings in. They still don't have speed.
Still not a Stargate, by the way.
Yeah. But he saw.
Oh, he saw the Hydra. He saw the Hydras.
I mean, he saw it, but does it matter? He can't stop them. He can't save his gateway. He only has one cannon. He can't save the battery. He can't save the pylon.
That is true, and that wall is huge, Nyoken. He needs so much space. It's like he can just like run by with the Zerlings and kill the cannons. Oh well, never mind. There are 2 cannons now.
That once the pylon dies, there's nothing to power the cannons either. So he needs to realize that very soon.
We need the shield battery.
There's a pylon right there. Okay. I don't know if this is actually gonna complete though. Yeah, here he comes. Hydras pop that cannon, don't even lose a Hydra.
Can Snow hold this?
I mean, it's not looking great, that's for sure.
Soulkey is taking forever, by the way.
Wow, I think he can take his sweet old time when he has an attack like this. As that cannon falls, those zealots fall, and this is going to be a clean sweep. GG, and a 4-0 for Soulkey. He didn't even break a sweat. And unfortunately for Snow, his ASL run is going to end. It really just didn't look like he got to do any of his prepared build orders because Soulkey just bamboozled him, starting with the Minstrel game, then the Spire game in Monty Hall, and then he just completely owned him on Pantheon and Kickback.
That has to be one of the most easy runs ever to a championship final, man. What an insane beating. I did that. You know what? Actually, this is probably like a harder beating than Rain against Rush.
Yeah, it definitely was, I think. I mean, this entire series, 4-0, only took an hour and a half, and that includes all the ads and stuff. So literally, what was the longest game? Like 15 minutes, maybe? Something like that?
I guess. I don't know. Probably the longest one was on Pantheon, right?
Yeah, I think so. And in that game also, Snow was already dead after the Zealot move out. It was kind of just a formality. Soulkey just needs to get a real army up, macro, hold the 9 gate, and the game's going to be over. And that drone, if that drone had died literally 1 second faster, this would have been a completely different game.
I actually feel like it wasn't so bad until he lost that many workers.
Yeah. But watch this Hero Zealot. Well, almost Hero Zealot. He kills the drone, which is great, but it still has a gap.
Man.
Look at that. Just barely not in time. And Soulkey hard committed to this. Like, there's still no third hatch. There's still no gas. He's still building links. If that drone had died, Snow would have been in a fantastic position because his Nexus is done now. Like, he would have been fine.
You see, this is the problem. Snow doesn't recognize the danger, man. Why he's bringing back the workers? There is like a million Zerlings on Zion just like being greedy. Why he's bringing back the workers?
Yeah, it was a misstep. And then this also moving out way too aggressively. The cannon gets immediately killed.
Now it's a disaster. Like, now I just lose too many workers. Just like, yeah.
Yeah, and this is the point where I thought there was only 5 lings, and then out of nowhere there was 10. I guess it's because there was 5 at the top and 5 at the bottom, and we see the probe count go down immensely. What was it, at like 13 or something? And you just can't recover from a situation like that, at least not at the pro level.
Well, we are in the Soulkey era right now, Nyoken.
Who can stop this man?
I honestly don't know. Right now, he's the best. It is what it is. Who can stop this guy? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Can Sharp stop this guy? Can Rain stop him? I don't think Ray can. But we will see.
I mean, Soulkey's definitely the man to beat, even though Rain 4-0'd Rush. Protoss versus Zerg is a completely different ball game. I think there's, I guess, a chance for Sharp, but Sharp's Terran versus Zerg has historically been his weakest matchup. I'm not saying that he got lucky versus Hero, because Sharp did play out of his mind, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do that type of or have that type of result back to back here versus Soulkey, especially when Soulkey's been in the finals back to back. Like there's going to be no pressure on him. Like he's been there. He's not going to be nervous. Whereas Sharp, yes, Sharp has been to the finals, but it's been a while since he's been there. So, I'm sure nerves at that point will probably play a factor. Maybe not though. I could be wrong. Maybe he's a stone cold killer.
Who?
Sharp.
Uh, well, he's been already in a final. He knows. Actually, he knows what it is to be in championship finals because I remember he won a lot. No, he didn't win. Actually, he lost to Miso in a Russian land in the final. So he knows what it is to lose finals. Actually, so I don't know. Maybe he learned from that experience but Soulkey is a monster in finals. This guy is on the feet. He never actually lose a single final. He won every final he touched.
Impressive, man. So he's definitely the clear favorite here. Also, in the initial graphic that we saw to start the day, what did it say? For him to get here, he was 7-2 versus Terrans, if I remember that correctly. So basically a 77% win rate. That's pretty nuts versus Terran. We all know how strong his Zerg versus Protoss is because we just saw it 4-0 versus Snow. So regardless of who comes through the bottom side, it's going to be rough for them.
Let's say Rain's a pretty smart player.
Yeah.
Rain is not going to be as so easy to trick. I have seen games between Soulkey and Rain, and usually they are pretty close, honestly. So it's not that daunting because Rain also knows what it is to win championships in StarCraft 2, like Soulkey, by the way, and in Brood. So I think Rain can be like a great contender.
Well, maybe that's the key to victory is you just have to have some, well-planned strategies to throw off your opponent, kind of like what Rain did versus Rush. I mean, Rush, the only game that he had that looked pretty good versus Rain was the Radeon game, but even that was a disaster as he couldn't make a decision on where to attack. Yeah, I am looking at the run that Soulkey has made so far this season. He beat Light 4-2 in the round of 8. He crushed his initial Group A, which I already had completely forgotten about, where he beat Rush 2-0, and he beat C 1-0. And we're getting a rundown of how today went, and obviously it did not go very well for Snow, and Soulkey makes it into the finals once again. Sad that it was a 4-0. I was really hoping to at least get 4-1, at least, have some hope for Snow, but Soulkey just played out of his mind today, and it wasn't meant to be for Snow.
It was not even close.
It wasn't even close. There was no game that was close. I think the most interesting game was the Minstrel game because those two zealots did, syncing up with the first three did do a lot of damage. It was crazy how much damage it did. But we're still questioning why cancel the cannons, man. You saw the Hydras being built.
Yeah. No, and you know what's funny, Nyoken? He actually won the mind game battle in that game. Like Soulkey, he had no idea about the gateway. So Snow could legit make 2 extra gateways, and he will just get the game.
Yeah, I mean, in retrospect, obviously, if he had a couple more units, he may have been able to outright end the game. Let's see if we
I
can.
understand Nyoken he not making it outside because then it would be a loose gate. But why not make the gateway inside your base? Just like an extra gateway,
Yeah, I don't know. The Overlord never went in. That was another thing. It just literally sat at the natural. Didn't even attempt to go into the main, which was, I thought, very weird from Soulkey. But yeah, that could have worked also. Trying to figure out what this graphic is saying. It's something about being a 3-time winner for Zerg. I guess the second one is 3 times in a row, making it into the winner's match. And then the only times that it has happened 3 times in a row is by Flash in Season 2, Season 3, and Season 4. And now Soulkey is the other player doing it in the past 3 seasons. And we're looking at our next matchup, which will be Rain versus Sharp. That's going to be tomorrow, obviously. I have high hopes for this one. I think this one's going to be, well, I hope it's closer than the Rush Rain series. Sharp has got really good multitask, just like Speed has. And I think he could really test Rain here. I don't know if Rain will be able to get away with the stuff he did versus Rush, like the back-to-back 12 Nexus. I think Sharp can potentially punish that with his good vulture play, his drop harassment, moves like that. So I am looking forward to this one.
Man, I saw Flash against Best trying to do that the vulture rush against 12 Nexus. It didn't work at all. It went horrible. So, my thing is that even if you can do that, Nyoken, like, do you still need to micro really good to make that work? So, and
Yep.
Ray is pretty good at micro.
That's the thing with 12 Nexus is you can pull and have the perfect setup, but like you said, it's still hard to micro. Zealots, probes, goons are all very strong. If you miss micro even once, your push can fail. Likewise, if Protoss miss micros even once, their Nexus is going to be breached really quickly. I'm curious what the map order is, really.
Do you think the maps like Monty Hall and Kickback are going to be the last maps?
I think Terrans have gotten pretty good at Monty Hall, specifically versus Protoss, so I think that Sharp will probably pick it relatively quickly, especially since he got a win versus Hero. I know that's versus Zerg, but at least it'll probably give him confidence to pick it again. So I'm thinking Monty Hall will get through. I don't know about Kickback. I think Kickback is a good map for Terran, but I think it's better designed for players like Barracks, who really does love to do like pushes, like 7-fact pushes, 6-fact pushes. And since you're mining out so fast, I feel like a map like that is more designed for him compared to Sharp, but I could be wrong.
Mm. I'm not really sure about what map is actually best for Sharp. In my opinion, something like Dominator could be really good for him, or like Pantheon, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
I like Dominator the most. I think Dominator, Deja Vu, Radeon, those are my top picks. If I was to pick only one, I would pick Radeon the most, or Deja Vu, and then Dominator last. But those three are all really good for Terran. I guess you do have to be worried about some shenanigans on Dominator because remember we saw Snow versus Barracks where he went for the Proxy Gate and Robo. I don't think Rain would pull that out on Deja Vu, but I could see him trying that on something like Dominator, so Sharp would need to be careful about that.
Do you think so? Do you think Rain could try the the motive build on that map?
He could. I think it's possible because, thinking back to um the other games that we saw on Dominator, I don't remember anybody scouting their main for it. So I think it's
Interesting.
possible.
Will be funny to see it like properly done this time.
Yeah, because it's a tough build to stop. Like, even if you get your gas up and running and get your factory going, by the time you actually get a tank out, the cannon's going to have done so much damage. And if you go gasless, there's no way around it. You're dead. I mean, you're just dead. Marines and SCVs are not going to kill cannons. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it's well, maybe with like eight SCVs or something like that. You send SCVs before, like, I mean, how many cannons are we talking about? Like two cannons is I think is impossible.
Yeah, once Toucan is complete, especially if it's going to be the motive style where I think he also had the gateway there, and so the Zealot's going to also help defend, and then of course the probe is going to be there. I just can't imagine a world where the cannon ever dies.
Yeah, Rain doesn't really like. He doesn't strike to me to as the cheesy guy, but you never know with Protoss. Like the thing is that they can be really unpredictable.
That is true, and we are done today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow with our second semifinals, Sharp versus Rain.
See you guys.